Welcome to the dark side of BEASTwriter. I am your host, Ryan Sakamoto, and today we're going to be breaking down all the news, all the notes, all the analysis that I've been formulating from Raiders headquarters as we watch the Miami Dolphins take on, obviously, the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, before we go ahead and get started, I just want to say mahalo to each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. Just be sure to turn on and flip on the bell notification so you guys get notified when I go live or when I upload content. Also, I've been getting DMs, messages on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. The overwhelming support. Yesterday was my birthday, if you guys haven't known. So thank you everyone for celebrating or making my day a special day. I obviously I was to be honest with you, I was obviously no. To be honest with you, I was a little what's the word? Surprised about how many DMs I was getting from all the support from the Raider Nation. So it was really it was overwhelming. I was like, wow. And so I can't thank you guys enough. So I just want to say thank you. It really means a lot, and it goes a long way. So thank you for going ahead and wishing me a happy birthday yesterday. Now I went ahead and posted up some YouTube videos. One, I posted my Reese's peanut butter cup workout video, got 2,000 views. It was actually my #1 video coming in to what the last month or so. So that if you haven't seen that video, that was fire. Shout out to my guy T Wade for going ahead and making that video at EOS St. Rose, right off St. Rose Parkway. We also have some things we want to get into as far as some of you guys were asking last week on the last live stream. Hey, what is the M Hotel like? What does that Raider bar look like? You know, a Raider themed bar, right? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I've never been. So I was like, I'm by myself in the Airbnb as we sit here today, not joking. And I was like, well, I want to do something for my birthday. And long story short, so I was at the gym yesterday after shooting the video. I ran into my guy Levi. You guys know Levi covers the Raiders as well. He's there right now in Miami, and he got his workout in right before heading off to South Beach or South Florida or whatever, Miami, whatever the case may be. And so, where I was going with this? Oh, I was like, dude, like, where should I go eat? He's like, oh, you should go to Hank's, you know, because it's in the area. It's like one of the best steaks I had. So I was gonna go to Hank's, and then I was like, I thought of you guys. I was like, wait, I remember my live stream, you guys wanted me to get a scoop of what it's like at the M Hotel here in Las Vegas at the Raiders Tavern and Grill. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go check it out. Got the ribeye. If you guys follow me on Twitter, got the ribeye. Ribeye was awesome, by the way. One of the best ribeyes. And I'm a meat and potatoes guy, just FYI. So I eat a lot of steak, a lot of red meat, a lot of barbecue, a lot of mashed potatoes. Not so much on the vegetables. But it was delicious. It was cooked perfectly. Medium rare is what I wanted. It was definitely medium rare. It was hot. It was good. It was not too salty, which I like. So if you guys live in the Las Vegas area, you guys are watching the game here, or if you guys need a place to go to, highly suggest going to the M Hotel Raider Tavern and Grill. Because, again, if you watch my YouTube video, you'll see all the memorabilia from the Raiders history, and it's basically bringing the past meeting the present. And see, I was showing you guys the footballs, the autographs, the memorabilia are surrounding the bathrooms. I mean, that's crazy, right? So it was really done very nicely in terms of how they kind of arranged everything with the internal can't speak, interior decoration, and it's to me it's silver and black, and there is no question about it. Like once you walk in, you're in the black hole. You're like, okay, there's no getting out of here. It's all Raider Nation every day. So that was really cool. I just wanted to give that update as to what I thought. And you guys check it out and see for yourself. You can be like, oh, BEASTwriter sucks. Like that ribeye was horrible. Or that brownie was horrible. Yeah, I got a brownie too. The waitress, I forgot her name. Or the bartender. I forgot her name. Anyways, she's like, you should get the brownie. I was like, she's like, but it's rich. I was like, I'm really not that hungry because that ribeye is pretty filling. She's like, you should probably get the brownie or the strawberry shortcake. I was like, okay, well, I like strawberry shortcake, but I like brownie. She's like, well, what are you in the mood for? I was like, I don't know. You tell me. I'm hungry. That's all I'm in the mood for. So she's like, okay, get the brownie and get the ice cream. So I got that, and that was it. I was in the food coma, got home at 10:30, and before you know it, I was going to watch some game film, and I crashed. I don't know how that happened, but within 15 minutes or so, probably within 5 minutes, to be honest with you, I was just mentally drained and I just crashed out on the bed. So here I am today. We're back on that grind. Kim Ferrison says, Beast. My guy, Kim Ferrison, was getting recruited by Hofstra back in the day, and Hofstra says no longer exists. That's what Giovanni Carmazzi came out of. You guys remember Gio Carmazzi? Talk about the Hall of Fame game back in, what was it, 2000 with Tom Brady and Gio Carmazzi. Was it 2000? I think it was 2000. Who else came out of that school? Dave Hofstra. The offensive lineman, Dave Hofstra, came on the, Dave Hofstra. Dave Fiore, number 74. He was the one that kind of sprung Garrison Hurst on that 96-yard touchdown run at Candlestick Park, along with Terrell Owens, of course, beating the New York Jets when Bill Parcells was the head coach there. I was there front row and center. That game was epic. Probably the best run I've ever seen in my life. And then Lance Schulters also came out of Hofstra, number 30. He played for Jim Mora. And then he went on, I think he went and signed a big contract with the Tennessee Titans, kind of moved around with the Atlanta Falcons. And I don't know what he's doing now, but definitely retired, obviously. Who else came out of Hofstra? That Saints wide receiver, number 12, Marquise Colston. Did he come out of Hofstra? I don't know how I remember this stuff. Draft. That's how I remember this stuff. I love the draft. I love checking out prospects and doing my due diligence on my thoughts on these prospects coming out. Which, by the way, if you guys check the beast receipts, you guys know what I said about Christian Barmore. I said he was going to be a beast from day one. In fact, I said it since 2020. No, 2019. 2019, actually. 2019. Check it out when I covered it for Hot Mike. Say Christian Barmore is going to be the truth. Check the beast receipts on Twitter. And it was, this guy's going to be good. It's like, yeah. Told you guys. He's not scheme dependent. All right. Jacob Grubb says, what's up, Beast? Who squats more, you or Deuce Gruden? I don't know, man. Probably Deuce. Probably Deuce Gruden. Definitely not me. My squat is whack. Okay, my squat is like, which, by the way, I did hit legs yesterday on my birthday. So, Willie, if you're watching this, yes, Willie calls me chicken legs. You guys call me Beast, but Willie calls me chicken legs. It's an inside joke we have going on because I do have chicken legs. But we don't get judged on our legs. That's the thing. For men's physique, we don't get judged on our legs. So we can care less because we don't get points. We don't get points on our legs. But you do have to look symmetrical and you do have to put in that work. Not saying I don't want to. Not saying, I don't have to because I don't. It's just you don't get judged on it. So, but I do have chicken legs. That's a known thing. But they're not drumsticks. All right? They're not turkey legs. But probably Deuce Gruden. I mean, my max on squats pretty concerning. I think my max on a squat is, I'm only 135 pounds, 135. In fact, I think earlier in the week I was 132. But it fluctuates within 3 pounds, 132, 135. Have about 3% body fat on me. So I'm going to say, I'm pushing like maybe my max is probably like, I never got 3 plates up. That's for sure. My max was like 285. So that's not bad. Not bad. Robert Pena says, salute, Beast. What's going on, Robert? Thank you so much. I love seeing you here on the DOB family channel. We have Smooth R says, what's up, Beast? Remember, a year older, but better wisdom. That is true. Well, let's hope. Let's hope that wisdom makes you wiser. Like Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. That's a horrible, horrible impression, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Which, by the way, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. You guys watch The Mandalorian? You guys watch Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus? That's the real deal. Disney Plus is way better than Netflix. I don't know why I'm going off topic here, but I'm just telling you guys because you guys all have Disney Plus and Netflix. You guys have to. You have one or the other. Netflix is cool. Disney Plus is way better. You got Game Changers, which, by the way, Emilio Esteban should have been re-signed. It's not a spoiler alert. But Game Changers is not going to be the same without Emilio Esteban. Just saying. Or Estevez. Is Estevez or Esteban? Whatever. The coach is not going to be the same if he's not in the movie or in the show, in the series. Kind of mad and upset about that. Raiders, who do you think going to win the right tackle spot? Ooh. Well, let's put it this way. I still think it's Alex Leatherwood's to lose. I there's just something. Now, it's not what I want. It's what the coach, what I actually see happening out. What I actually see playing out, I should say. I think it is Alex Leatherwood's spot to lose. Now, would I put him at right tackle? No, I would not. I would kick him into right guard, where he played at a Pro Bowl level in my grading system. In my DOB grades, he was playing at a Pro Bowl level. So do you want a serviceable right tackle, or do you want a Pro Bowl guard? The flip side is that you're trying to formulate the best 5. So if you're GM Dave Ziegler, we talked about this, taking from the Patriot way, call it the winning way. I don't care what you call it. It's the winning way. You're going to have to figure out what the best 5 is. And the best 5 is, well, maybe Alex Woodward at right tackle is formulating the best 5. Maybe Jermaine Illuminor could be that guy at right tackle. But there's no way, in my line of thinking, if you're trying to formulate the best 5, that you take Lester Cotton and make him a backup. Lester Cotton has been dominating practice. He needs to be in there at right guard. He just deserves it. I think he is equivalent to what I said when and you guys followed me from the 49ers, right? Remember I was watching practice, and remember Andrew Tiller, the 49ers offensive interior guard who was on the practice squad? And I said, this guy's playing. This guy needs to play. This guy needs to play. This guy needs to be dominating weeks on in. And then I said, you know what? I had enough. I'm just going to put this article out. I'm going to go on CBS Sports Radio because I had my spot on CBS Sports Radio Orlando right before the Jim Rome show. And so they say, hey, we need the scoop, but give us something that you think should happen. Come on, you're the beast. You're the beast writer. You have to give us something. I said, okay. Andrew Tiller should be starting. They're like, who's Andrew Tiller? I was like, he's a practice squad player. He's not even activated on game days. He needs to be starting. Interior guard. Guess what happens? Big Till, if you're watching this, that same week, just 3 days later, he was activated not only from the practice squad to the active roster. From the active roster, he was named a starter. That's a lot of layers. Check out the beast receipt on that. I see the same, and that game was against the Monday Night Football game against the New York Giants. Go check it out when Jim Tomsula was the head coach. Check this out. I see the same type of game when it comes to Lester Cotton. Now, I'm not saying same skill set. I'm just saying that type of production in practice, I see it. So when people say, oh, Lester Cotton doesn't deserve, you're not at practice. But at the end of the day, everyone's entitled to their own opinion because what sample size you have to go off of. I mean, to be honest with you, I have a small sample size to go off of even though I'm watching practice because it's practice, not a game. Not a game. We're talking about practice, Allen Iverson. But at the end of the day, practice counts. Practice matters. And so do game day reps during the preseason play. So I like Lester Cotton a lot. Robert Pena says, who's your favorite bodybuilder? That is a great question. Who is my favorite bodybuilder? Well, if I say it's not someone on my team, because I'm obviously on my team Ventura, that would be a bad look. But at the end of the day, I got to be honest. I'm going to say my teammate Lucky Libra. Lucky Libra, Andre Ferguson. I'm going to say him and Brandon Hendrickson. Both those guys are freaking monsters. Brandon Hendrickson and Lucky Libra. Those are my two guys. Those are my guys. And so it's funny because on my previous team that I was on, the Handsome Muscle, with my coach, James Hurst, Obey the Bolt. You guys know him. He was Olympia and whatever. And so, great coach, by the way. And so he would send me pictures. He's like, hey, I want you to have your posing like this guy because you have this guy's physique. And I was like, who is this guy? So I'm looking at my phone. I was like, okay, you want to practice posing like this guy? Like, okay, who is this guy? He's pretty big. Look him up. Oh, it's Brandon Hendrickson. Oh, damn. Are you serious? He's like, yeah. So I think I like Brandon Hendrickson because you have the same style of physique as far as Lucky Libra is concerned as well. So like, obviously they're on a different level type of physique because it's just more, it's harder. They have a harder look. And obviously they're a little bit bigger, obviously. But I'm saying in general terms, as far as like in comparison to what we both bring to the table, it's easy for us to put on sides and stay lean than it is to do it the other way around. Raider says, I'm the biggest Star Wars fan watching Clone Wars. Oh, Clone Wars is dope. Clone Wars is dope. All right, so this is what we have going on, just FYI. And keep me updated if you're watching this. I am watching NFL Plus on my freaking cell phone because apparently it doesn't work on the desktop version. Don't ask me why, but every year, whether it was Game Pass, I keep on saying Game Pass and freaking NFL Plus is equivalent to like Madden, like the Madden games, like where you just update the rosters and it's a dubbed down product. No offense to the Madden lovers out there, but it's true. Madden ain't the same, bro. You know what was the game? NFL 2K. That was the game with Brian Urlacher on the cover. You had who else was on that cover? NFL 2K, when ESPN was there, that was the game. By Visual Concepts, that was the game. And today, it'll still be the game. But no, man, it had to buy out the rights to the NFL licensing games and say no simulated games by anyone else but us. And then they just dubbed down the product. I still play NFL 2K, by the way. And they're supposed to make a comeback, aren't they? Aren't they supposed to come back? I'm just saying right now, if Visual Concepts is watching this, and I remember, wasn't like, I don't know, Madden, when it was on N64, and it was called Madden 64 because they didn't have the rights to the names, I still bought that game. The team was Foxborough. It wasn't called the New England Patriots. Made by Tiburon. You guys remember Tiburon? That little intro? Gosh, I'm old. That's how old I am. Thank you so much, Bennett Gonzalez. I appreciate the love and support. She says, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, it was a good birthday. It was a good birthday. Jacob Grubb says, I think Jermaine Illuminor has the highest floor at right tackle. Better punch, less mental mistakes. I agree with that. I agree with Jacob Grubb. 100%. All right, so the game, let me look at the game because it should be on right now. Is the game playing right now? Am I missing it? Let me know if the game is on because I'm trying to watch it from my phone and I'm doing this on NFL Plus. Supposedly it says now playing, but suppose it's on the national broadcast. Is it playing right now? Is the game on right now? Let me know because it's supposed to start at 1. And your boy is watching it right here, but it just keeps on showing like these stupid predictions. All right. So, yeah, I agree with you on Illuminor. I think he does have less mental reps. Or sorry, mental reps. Less mental mistakes with his reps. Oh, it's at 4 p.m. Oh, damn, we're early. I literally thought it was at 1 p.m. Like 1 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern time. See, that's how out of touch I am with reality. Well, this is good then, because then I'll be on for like what, 8 hours, like the NFL draft. Wasn't expecting that, but I guess we can do that. You think we can do this for like an 8-hour live stream? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and answer your questions. Let's do that. Raider says, could you kick Cotton to left guard? It's hard from moving from right to left. And the reason I say that, and I talked about this in my Aloha kickoff videos, is it's not a seamless transition as people make it out to seem, because unless you're ambidextrous or unless you can do both, you're basically mirroring opposite techniques. So imagine if you're playing, let's say basketball, right? If you guys play basketball, right? Well, for me, when I played basketball, I favored being on the left side because I was right-handed. So I like to go and drive with my right hand, using my left shoulder to kind of protect the ball. And then they called me the bulldozer, and I would just bulldoze people in, right? It's like boom. But if I was on the right side and then tried to do the same with my left hand, it's a little bit different, right? Because I don't have a strong enough get off, and of course my spacing is off too because I'm not used to going from right to left. I'm going from left to right, so it's a little bit different. And for anyone that says, "Oh, it's the same," it's not the same. It's not the same. That's like driving on the opposite side of the road. It's not the same. It's not the same. Let's be honest about that. And why are Americans here in the U.S. are the only ones that drive on the right side of the road? Everyone drives on the left side. Death Star report. I never understood that. Death Star report says Miller, Leatherwood, James, Elmo. Yep, I can see that. I can see that too. There's a lot of different combinations we can go with, but I don't see Leatherwood being kicked into guard. I think it's going to be Colton Miller, John Simpson at left guard, Andre James at center. That's what I'm seeing from practice. And that's what I've been telling you guys. The left side's set. It's going to be Colton Miller, John Simpson, Andre James. Mark it down. Sing Kong Raider says, anyone have a good place to stream the game? I don't have it. Not here. We don't stream the game here, bro. I don't know where you can stream the game. NFL Plus, I know you can stream the game. I have NFL Plus here, which, by the way, I had no idea the game started at 4. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, damn, okay, so what are we going to do from now until 4? Well, we're going to talk about silver and black football. I guess we can start off with this stream. Six says, game starts at 4. That's how much out of touch with reality I am. So yesterday, I was doing and running these applications, right? You guys know I'm trying to look for an apartment, and I was like, dang, I found a house. near St. Rose. You guys know that's where I want to stay, right here in St. Rose. I'm actually here in this Airbnb near St. Rose. So people are like, oh, y'all know where to find you. But like, I ain't that hard to find. I'm either at EOS off St. Rose Parkway or at Raiders headquarters. That's the only two places I'll ever be. So if I'm lost, or if you're like, damn, where the heck is Beast at? Like, because I run contest giveaways, right? Which, by the way, mahalo to who won. Let me look on my Twitter. My boy, this guy is awesome, by the way. I just want to give a shout out to this guy for always showing the love and support. Who's the winner? Oh, Alzado on Twitter. RW121609. Sounds like R2D2. But Alzado, he got the answer correct when I asked him where I was this morning, and I was at Scrambled. Long story short, the first time that I went here looking at houses, because this is my vision, I was like, you know what? I want to be a Raiders beat writer or reporter, whatever, insider, whatever the case may be, right? Call it whatever you want. Okay, whatever. Analyst. And I said, you know what? So I was talking to my girlfriend. I was like, I'm kind of hungry. I was like, this place looks like it's pretty good on Yelp. So we checked out Scrambled. It was back in May. And so we went there and I was like, oh, this is good. Because they give you a lot of food. So if you guys saw what I ate on Twitter, and the funny thing is I sat at the bar, just like yesterday when I sat at the hotel at the bar. And I like talking to people. I just like talking. So they're like, oh, are you a fighter? No, I'm not a fighter. I don't know why people think I'm a fighter, like a UFC fighter. I guess fighting UFC. I'm not into UFC fight. I have no idea who's who. So if there was a UFC fighter that walked past me, I would be like, oh, I had no idea, which is kind of dumb because now that I live, I should probably know who people are, but I still don't know who people are. So it's kind of like I'm still learning people's names and everything. So I'm still new to the game. I'm like that new kid at school. But anyways, he's like, oh, so who are you fighting? And I was like, I'm not fighting anyone. I was like, what are you talking about? It's the same thing that happened the first time around. I was like, I'm not fighting anyone. So it was just like, what are you talking about? And so he's like, oh, you're not a UFC, you're not a MMA fighter. I was like, no. He didn't say this person did not say UFC. It's obviously. So you're not MMA fighter. I was like, no. And maybe because I was wearing a beanie, because usually he's like, oh, usually you wear a beanie because people have cauliflower ears. So I was like, oh, no, I just like wearing beanies. He's like, oh, you're ripped. I'm like, oh, no, I just like to eat. So it was funny. And then he asked me what I did, and I told him I covered the Raiders. He's like, oh, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm from Texas. I'm like, oh, man. I feel bad for you. No, I'm joking. I was joking with him, though. But no, he a lot of transplants here. All right, so we have Jacob Grubb. Isn't at 4 p.m.? Yeah, the game is at 4 p.m. It is. Who are the top 5 corners going to be? I got Rock Ya-Sin, Hobbs, Mullen, Averett, and Darius Phillips. Dark horse, Sam Webb. I don't like Sam Webb. That's not a knock on Sam Webb. I just don't like him. I know he's what is he, an undrafted rookie free agent. I just don't like him, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I should know the answer to that. Let me just look at the roster here. This is Sam Webb, number 48. I know that because I graded him. So I believe he's an undrafted rookie free agent, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Sam Webb, to me, is one of those guys that just, he's not it for me. It's just, I just don't see it. I just don't see that happening. I just don't see any of this stuff happening where I see these guys really being a big, making a big impact. Now, if you were to tell me, look, in terms of who I think are going to play well, I like Rock Ya-Sin. I like Nate Hobbs. I like Averett. I think he's good. I like Averett a lot. Not saying he's going to be a Pro Bowl player. Obviously, Darius Phillips, I think he's playing well. Amik Robertson is a guy that really, I think, needs to have a bounce back game. I think he needs to have a bounce back game for a number of different reasons. And we're just going to have to see how that one plays out because it's just one of those things where you just don't know how everything's going to shape up. But the defensive backs, you guys are wondering for my 53-man roster. Like, what's your 53-man roster? I'm like, oh, no. Which, by the way, I don't know what is going on. So I'm streaming right now as I'm doing this, and Facebook always has issues. Like, I don't know what it is with Facebook. Literally, we had so much traffic on our Facebook pages that it prompted saying that, there's an algorithm that triggers that, maybe there's something off. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. No, it's just people responding to my comments. And right now, as we speak, there's 6 Facebook pages and groups that Facebook is saying, oh no, there's something wrong, and it's not. It's just traffic from there to here on StreamYard. Fun, true story. Was it a month ago? My guy, I'm not gonna put a name. He works at Facebook, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on with?" He works at Facebook. I was like, "Dude, I think because it's triggering something because I'm always on Facebook, and there's a lot of engagement, good engagement, not bad engagement, good engagement. People asking me questions, people liking the post, loving the post, sharing the post, whatever." And so they did an internal investigation. Okay, first of all, I submitted a ticket, right, and then comes back. It says you can't post for a week. I'm like, okay, how does that supposed to work? Because that's how I get paid based on traffic to my social media and website. Like, how does that work? Like, with that doesn't make sense. So if there's nothing wrong and you find nothing wrong, are you going to compensate me for that time that you just shut me down because we're getting so much good engagement? Isn't that what you guys want? Yeah, makes zero sense. And so I don't know what's going on, but they did the internal investigation. I was pissed. And he's like, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong. Now they're doing it again. It's like, what's going on? Same thing with Instagram, my Reels. Obviously, Facebook owns Instagram. So you guys know I post Reels, right? Made $100 on my Reels, right? 3 videos or 4 videos, whatever the case may be. I tried posting my practice videos as a Reel, and now the loading time is like forever. It took forever to load. Like, I don't know what is going on, but it's a good problem to have because that means you're doing something right. But it's like, I don't know. You guys are fighting for the algorithm, and yet you're penalizing the content creators who are pushing out good content. Makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. Malo says, mahalo, my brother. I've been on my diet for 3 months, and I lost 30 pounds. I start weight training next month. There you go. That's what's up. And we're going to talk about diet because I talked about diet this entire week and a half when it comes to Ron Esgrasu, Jermaine Illuminor, and the entire Raiders offensive line. All these guys are hit with body analysis. You guys know what I'm talking about when I talk about body analysis because we talk about weight. Weight is an issue for offensive line and defensive line, good and bad. So you're going to want to gain weight, be a powerful guy up top, obviously in the lower half as well, and be big enough to where you're not losing any of that lateral agility, but still putting on mass, good size, because games were won in the trenches. I always said it. So I talked to Haran Skrasu, and some of you guys were asking me about that interview. I'm like, that's pretty cool how, you're talking about diet. Yeah, he likes acai bowl. I don't know how you pronounce it, whatever. But he likes eating that. Obviously, I could point out exactly what he ate before he said it because I was saying it. I was like, let me guess what you're eating. And I said oatmeal. He's like, yep. Almond butter. Yep. Broccoli. Yep. Lean chicken, as in like fish and chicken breast. Yep. You know what you're getting from all those foods? You're getting lean muscle mass because there's less fat in those proteins as opposed to red meat. Now, red meat, you get more testosterone naturally from it. And there's a little bit, I would say, not more amino acids, but I think it's better. You get more of a power. I don't know. For me, anyways, I get more power from eating red meat than I do chicken. I don't know. Something in the red meat, man. Maybe I'm just being biased because I like red meat. But that's what you do. You eat lean muscle to gain lean muscle mass. You're going to want to eat lean protein, chicken, fish, all that good stuff. And so when you talk about what Melo's doing here, which my guy here, thank you so much. Niner fan. Melo's a Niner fan, but he's in here. He still follows me. Shows me love. He says, that's really good that you've been on your diet for 3 months and you lost 30 pounds. And now you're going to start weight training. Well, let me know. Hey, I'm going to be posting some workout videos and workout tips for all you guys. Take what you want from it and then formulate your own game plan because what may work for me may not work for you. And so that's a misconception that people post on YouTube and a lot of these like Instagram when they post reels or TikTok when they post reels is like, oh yeah, you can get big by doing this. Yeah, dude. It's like, nah, it's really not how it works, bro. Like, that's a trick because you don't know what this dude's doing outside of the gym. You don't know if he worked out 2 times a day that day. You don't know exactly what he was eating. Let's be real. Which, by the way, some of you guys are asking me what I take. I'm just going to give you the lowdown on it since we're sitting here. So I take a lot of different things. I take vitamins, minerals, supplements, you name it. And some of the stuff is on the banned substance list for NFLPA. It's not a steroid, obviously, but a lot of the stuff is banned. And I talked about this. Like, players know what they put in their bodies. I don't care what anyone says. You are responsible for what you put in your bodies. The NFLPA gives you a freaking list. I seen it every year at the rookie. You know when they hold that rookie meeting, the rookie, what do you call it? The rookie, like that week long or 3-4 day long event. Yeah, it's basically to teach you about life skills and what to stay away from, and then what to do and what to be mindful of, like taking supplements. Like, bro, you can't just walk into a GNC or a vitamin shop and be like, hey, look, yeah, can I get that testosterone booster there? Because let me tell you something, testosterone boosters or any type of supplement is not FDA approved. So they can put anything they want on the label and you would never know the difference. And then you have to take a P test because you're drug tested. And you're like, oh, man, I failed. And then media's going to be asking you, hey, what happened? You got suspended for PEDs, performance enhancing drug. Well, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Oh, sorry, man. You got suspended for a diuretic in your pee because the pee was diluted. Oh, I don't know. It's a false positive. Don't matter. You know you are responsible for what you put in your body. But the good news is I'm going to talk. I don't play for the NFL, but I can tell you about some of these. If you guys have heard of goalie gummies, obviously Ellen DeGeneres, The Rock, all these big ambassadors are pushing these products. And I am one of their ambassadors, one of their newest ambassadors. So I take goalie gummies and I don't push a product I don't truly believe in. So obviously you guys heard of goalie gummies, right? Goalie gummies, you can get this. I think you get it at Target or whatever, but I would just go to goaliegummies.com and just get it from my link. And then type in BEASTwriter for the promo code because we have sales going on all the time. And usually I would get these before I was an ambassador for them. I would go in Amazon Prime and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna get Amazon Prime because on Amazon Prime they give you like 4 of them, like 4 different kinds for like a good deal. And I was like, you can't beat Amazon Prime. Well, that's not true. And then I was looking. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to goaliegummies.com. It's a lot cheaper. Now, the downfall is, I'll be 100% honest with you, is it takes a little bit more time for these to arrive. So you got to be mindful, like Amazon Prime is 2 to 3 day turnaround time, 2 day, right? 2 day shipping, sometimes 3, at most 3. These, if you get on goaliegummies.com and then you type in my code BEASTwriter, you'll be saving 42 to 50% off, which is a huge savings. But the downfall is it's going to probably, instead of taking 2 to 3 days, it might take 4 to 5 days. So you'll be missing out on, I don't know, 2 to 3 days. But if that's a big deal to you, then so be it. But I don't think it's a big deal. But I'm just saying, I take goalie gummies and people are wondering, what is this? Okay, this is apple cider vinegar, ACV, right? People are like, oh, what is that? I heard of that. Well, this has vitamin B12 in it, which is good. It helps you convert the food that you eat into cellular energy. So I eat a lot of fast food right now because I'm Airbnb-ing it. Talk to my man Willie G about it. He's like, dude, what are you eating? It's like, I eat McDonald's every day. He looked at me. He's like, are you freaking kidding me? I was like, yeah. I have 2 quarter pounds of cheese, and what I do, and I told you guys this, the McDonald's hack that I use is I go to McDonald's, and on the receipt, it's a buy one, get one. In fact, the one on Las Vegas Boulevard, I believe, has a different code. So you can actually get buy one, get one, anything. This is a hack that no one reads the receipts on McDonald's or talk about. You guys need to do that stuff, dude. I'm telling you, feed the beast. I eat a lot of food. I spend about $45 on food a day. But I'm joking. Well, not really, because it's getting expensive. So I usually eat like $30 to $45 a day, actually, because I've been eating out. And my meals cost around $15 to $20 each meal. So you times 3, that's actually more than $45. Anyways, that's why I go to McDonald's, because it's cheap. And I get my protein that way. But what you do is you go to McDonald's, there's a receipt there. You take it's called mcdinvoice.com. You put in that number. That number will prompt you to answer questions. Just bypass all those questions. Go to the very end. They'll give you a code. Type code and write it down on that receipt. take it in, you get either a quarter pounder of cheese for free or a Big Mac for free if you buy one, get one. So that's the deal. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that. So I've been doing that for the last, like, I don't know, since I've been here, since I relocated here. So that's what I do. And McDonald's is right here. It's right off St. Rose Park. So it's really easy. Just hop on the St. Rose Parkway and you're there. So that's what I've been doing. That or Taco Bell. But there's really no deals right now with Taco Bell other than downloading the app and you'll add points and then you can get free stuff after a while. But other than that, yeah. Anyways, that's my I've been eating bad. Anyways, so that was the apple cider vinegar goalie gummies that I had. We also have some other stuff too. These are really, really good. These are actually my favorite. It's called Ashwagandha. It has KSM 66. So what does this do? Well, this is good for like balancing your cortisol levels. So if you're in a very, very high stress environment, like let's say with your significant other, I'm joking. Like me, I'm joking. Anyways, this is really good for like relaxation, keeps you calm, keeps you cool and collected, helps reduce stress and promote relaxation. So it also, if you're a female, it supports sexual function. So it really helps your sex drive. Helps lower, like I said, lower your cortisol levels, helps to reduce stress, and then also helps to reduce cravings. Just like the apple cider vinegar gummies, these actually help with cravings. And I found that when I take these right before bed, I actually have a better night's sleep. So take that for what it's worth. It's good. This stuff is all good. I'm just saying this stuff is good. And then we have this. And I take 4 of these every single day. So no, that's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I must take like 40 pills a day. But anyways, these are just the gummies. Like, okay, this is not the pills. Right here, this is the superfoods that I like. These are super greens and they're super yummy. They're really not. You have to get used to the taste and texture. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Took me about a day or two to kind of, they don't taste the best. All right, but it's good for digestive health. Good to have a healthy liver function. Obviously, you guys need a healthy liver to sustain a long, healthy lifestyle. It's good for your immune system, and it's good for your nervous system. So this is really good. And I don't like eating greens, like I just told you that. So I just pop 2 of these a day, and you're good to go. Last but not least, we have the super fruits. All right, just like with the gummies, I don't eat a lot of fruit. I should be doing it, but I don't. And so obviously this promotes collagen formation, which is really good because it has vitamin C in there. So anybody who knows anything about vitamin C, doing research about vitamin C, you guys know this is a good thing. It also is really good for your skin. Like a baby's bottom. I'm joking. No, it's good for your skin. It's freaking fruit. Like it can't be bad for you, okay? Just saying, can't be bad for you. It's fruit. And all the stuff is non-GMO. So it's all good stuff. That's what I'm taking. All right. Ultra Magus, I want to cover an NBA team. Do you have any advice on how to get in? That's a good question. This is a good question. I don't know how you can get in covering the NBA. I will say just the best advice I can give you is you're going to get recognized if you're truly passionate and good at what you do. And I know that sounds cliche, but that's just the honest to God truth. If you're really good at what you do, you're going to stand out from the people who are there or the people who are in the industry or the people who are trying to break into the industry. So a lot of times I would say it's a combination of that and also building connections, right? Because you can't do it by yourself. You need an army to help get you to where your end goal is. And so networking is a huge part of the process, right? Networking with people, showing them and telling them who you are, just put the flyer out there like, hey, my name is Ultra Maga, and I cover the Los Angeles Lakers or the Golden State Warriors or the New Orleans Pelicans or whatever the case may be, right? And be like, this is what I do. I just wanted to reach out and let you guys know, to keep me in mind if, I don't know, anything down the road came about, and you leave it at that. But you don't press the issue. That's the last thing I would say. That's the worst thing you do is like I see and hear stories of people pressing the issue like, oh, I should be here or I deserve to be. It's like, no, you don't deserve to be anywhere. It's a privilege, not a right to be to find yourself in that situation. So I don't think as fast as you get it, you can easily be taken away. So I think you should take everything don't take anything for granted, but also know that everything will work out in the end if you stay positive and you do the right thing all the time, have integrity, have trust, have loyalty, have respect. All of those different things play a role, right? And so never diverge from those qualities, because if you do, it's all for naught. Like once you lose a person's trust, that's it. It's game over. There's no turning back from that. So the best advice I would give is to have integrity, be professional in what you do the best work that you can do, and just keep at it, and everything else will take care of itself. Everything else will take care of itself. Now, I did cover the Golden State Warriors for Golden Gate Sports, and I also had my own blog called Dubs Nation, my own Facebook page called Dubs Nation, and also have Lakers Empire and that as well. So I've done that a little bit. People didn't know about that, but yeah, it was fun. But like I said, man, it's all about hard work at the end of the day. So if you're good at what you do, you're going to get recognized. You're going to get recognized. Debbie Rader says, who do you think starts at right tackle? That's a good question. We're going to find out soon enough. After the preseason concludes, I'll give you the answer. Daniel Kim says, yo, Beast, great content and insight, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Daniel Kim means a lot. He says, if we cut Robertson and keep Webb, length, height, and athleticism without drop-off from Amik. Very true, but I will say this. I think from the slot position, if you were to lose out on a guy like Amik Robertson, right? A young, talented guy coming out of the draft, very, very good ball skills, can high point those 50-50 balls, despite being vertically challenged at 5'8", 185, 187, whatever the case may be. I think you're losing out on a player that adds another dimension to the team. Like, for instance, off the top of my head, when I was running those one-on-one drills and tweeting that out to you guys, I kid you not. And they got, what, 500, 600 likes, which is a lot for me. To the average person, it's like, oh, cool story, 500, 600 likes. For me, it's a lot. I'm just saying relative to me, that's a lot of likes. And so I tweeted it out that he went up against Hunter Renfrow in red zone drills. It was inside. I vividly remember this. And he stuck on the hip of freaking Hunter Renfrow, staying on his hip throughout the rep. Hunter Renfrow beating 9 out of 10 times, beating guys on the double move. He couldn't do it with Amik Robertson. So that's the flashes that I see in Amik Robertson's game. And yes, it's only one rep, but that one rep showed me a lot in practice. And to me, check the beast receipts. I was high on Amik Robertson coming out. I called him a draft day steal. I really did. I liked Amik Robertson coming out of the draft that year. In fact, who else did I have in there? I think I had Joe Bocci. Was Joe Bocci one of those guys? I think Joe Bocci was one of those guys, or someone else. Shaquille Quarterman. Was it Shaquille Quarterman? One of those guys. Anyways, it's just one of those things where, to me, Sam Webb, when I do my grades, he's not as good as people make him out to be. I'm just saying. He had a good game last week. Credit. Thumbs up. But so did a lot of the defensive backs had good games. And I think what people are misunderstanding is just because one guy has a good game and one guy has a bad game doesn't mean the next game it's going to repeat. History is going to repeat itself. It could be the opposite. What if Amik Robertson comes up with an INT in the red zone? What if Sam Webb gets beat for a touchdown or for a 22-yard gain like Amik Robertson got beat last week and got also a defensive holding penalty for -5 yards of hidden yardage? What if it's a vice versa game this week? Then what? Now we're looking at it like, okay, so now what? We have one more game to left, and what's going to happen? What's going to happen? So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be. Dan says, I also think we have to kick Leatherwood. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you that they should kick Alex Leatherwood inside the guard, because when they do, he's graded out at an all-pro level, Pro Bowl level, 7.2, 7.3 is all-pro level, my DLB grading system. And he is a Pro Bowl guard. Alex Leatherwood is not damaged goods. He's just playing out of position. I'm just saying right now, Alex Leatherwood is not a bad player. He is a Pro Bowl player if he kicks into right guard. Or at the very least, okay, if you don't want to go there, be like, okay, that's huge aspirations, which it's not, because I graded every single snap of him last year. But let's say, okay, I don't think he's going to be a Pro Bowl guard, Beast. Okay, at least a serviceable right guard. At least a serviceable starting right guard. Better than probably 20 other teams. He probably ranked in the top, I don't know, like definitely in the top 20. Not bad. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. That's his floor. His ceiling is, I can see a Pro Bowl guard. So I agree with you, Daniel Kim. He says, I'm adding green supplements to my diet. Going to lock into the goalie pills, athletic greens, or maybe panda subs. I heard about, I'm not a fan of those panda subs, dude. I saw that and I was like, nah. Look, at us bodybuilders, we take things that actually make us look like this. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's not like rocket scientists, but you really gotta look what you're taking. You really gotta know what you're taking. So, no offense to panda subs. I mean, I'm sure, but also look at the people who are taking the supplements too, because those guys are the ones that you want to look like, right? Like, I'm just keeping 100. Like, I'm an EVOGEN athlete, so I take EVOGEN supplements. We win our shows. Like, and that's why I say, like, it's not being conceited, it's not being cocky, but like, if you want to be in the game, then be in the game. Like, winning matters. Like, anyone who says, "Oh no, I just step on stage," for my own personal gain, that's fine too, and I respect that, and that's very honorable. But let's not get it twisted that winning does not matter, because when you step on stage, that's why they hand out trophies. Just like in practice, or just like when we were kids growing up and playing pee-wee football or basketball or little league baseball, there's a reason why they keep score, because it does matter. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't keep score. Just turn off the scoreboard, turn off the lights, boom. But that's why I'm saying, like, to me, if I'm going to trust a supplement company, one, you got to know what's in that supplements. For instance, BCAAs, okay? BCAAs. Don't buy the ones at Costco. Don't do it. I used to work out. Don't do it. Why? Well, there's a number of different reasons why. I'm not going to go too much in detail about it, and I'm not saying this specifically to Costco products, but if you go to any nutrition shop, there's a thing called protein spiking. All right? People go, what's protein spiking? Well, if you look at the label, like I just said, it might say 30 grams of protein, but actually you may not be getting 30 grams of protein, my friend. Also, when you get BCAAs, do you even know the ratio that you should be looking for the BCAAs? Like, oh yeah, this is good. So it has BCAAs in it. Oh, Reagan has BCAAs in it. Or XYZ has BCAAs in it. Cool. But what's the ratio of those BCAAs? Because what it should be, right? Leucine, isoleucine, valine, right? Those are the three components of BCAAs that you should have. And for muscle protein synthesis, which one is the best one out of those three I just mentioned? I'm going to let you guys do the research on that, because at the end of the day, that's why some of these supplement companies are a little bit more expensive, but they're better for you. Molinari Sports and Gaming says, new to your channel, content is fire. Let's go Raiders. Thank you so much. Mahalo for the love and support. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. And I wouldn't be here without you guys here. So thank you so much. And like I said, overwhelming support and love I got from the Raider Nation has been overwhelming. So thank you so much. If you guys also, people were asking me how to donate to the channel. And like I said, all the proceeds, because let's be honest, I'm a one-man show. I'm the freaking audio guy. I am the editor. I am the photographer. I am the news and analysis guy. I'm the sports anchor. I wear all these different hats, right? Just to hop on the show, right? I'm the lighting guy. I have a freaking ring light here that I have to set up before hopping on. I have to make sure the audio is good before hopping on. I have to make sure everything's streamlined across all my social media platforms before hopping on. So all I'm saying is, people were asking me, how do I donate to the channel? Well, because I'm a one-man show, it's like, okay, I don't have time to like keep promoting it. But if you guys like to donate to the channel, you guys can do that here on YouTube with the super chat and super sticker. Thank you so much, Molinari Sports and Gaming. I really appreciate it. And again, all proceeds from this get funneled back to you guys. What I mean by that is, like I said, I'm a one-man show. I wish I could afford a photographer. I wish I could afford a producer, an editor. I can't. So all the money that I get goes back to you guys in the upkeep of the channel on YouTube, as well as my other social media outlets on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, and so forth. It's not easy. I have to put the captions in. I have to reload I'm on my phone every single day, like everyone else. but then I have to do it multiple different times on different social media platforms just to keep up. It's tough. It's tough. So I really appreciate it, man, for the love and support. I wouldn't be here without you. It really means a lot having that support here. All Sports and Gaming, thanks so much for the super chat. Really, 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 really generous of you, and you didn't have to do that. And again, if you guys don't want to or can't afford to donate or whatever, just give it a thumbs up. That's going to help. That's going to help me. So if you guys want to help me in other different ways other than financial, just give the video a thumbs up. If you like my work, like the channel, like the movement we're shooting for here in the DOB family, like the channel, retweet it, and we'll be on your way. Thank you so much, Daniel Kim. I appreciate it. He says, McD's money. The insight is definitely wide and deep. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the love. And again, wouldn't be here without you guys. So this has been awesome. This has been a fun time. There's been, man, I'll tell you one story. I'll tell you one story that happened the other day. So one of my coworkers with the Niners reached out to me the other day. He's like, dude, it's like, I heard about you going to the dark side, like joking, right? It's like, yeah, I joined the dark side. He's like, all right. So you got to tell me what's up. I was like, what do you mean? I got to tell you what's up. He's like, well, I want to know what's up. I was like, what do you want to know? He's like, well, how is it out there? How's Vegas? How's the lifestyle? How are their fans treating you? I was also, it's coming down to the fans, how they treat me. He's like, yeah. I said, okay, I'll be straight up with you. I said, the Niner fans that I have are going to stay with me for the most part because those fans that were going to fell off when I started competing because I had my shirt off. I was taking selfies. They really thought I was doing it for my own egotistical gain. But it's like, nah, man, I take my shirt off because I get paid for it because I'm a freaking fitness model. Like, I get paid for this. So, and I left it at that. I was like, hey, do I tell you how to do I told the fans, hey, when they try to hate, I was like, hey, do I tell you how to do your job? Do I pay your bills or do you pay my bills? No. So don't get it twisted. This is how I make my money. I'm just an influencer. That's how I do it. And so my buddy who worked with Niners, like, yeah, man, like, he's like, I get it. He's like, I remember that. I remember he lost a lot of followers on Instagram. It was on Instagram. The funny thing about that was those followers came back. And then I gained more followers because now it's just not about the Niners. It was about fitness. And I have football and fitness. So that loyal following will always stay because no matter what I do, it's always going to be there because those people already fell off. So when I went to the dark side, that just was like, you already hit that wave of those people that are going to hate or going to drop off because, oh, he doesn't cover the Niners anymore. But at the end of the day, it's like, I cover all 32 NFL teams anyways. So when I just started covering the Raiders exclusively, then it's like getting the Raiders fans together. And then it was like, here we are today. So yeah, that was just one of those stories. And then my friend was like, oh man, like, he's like, yeah, I heard you covered the Raiders now and you're trending all over Bleacher Report. And I didn't even know I was trending on Bleacher Report, by the way, who I used to work for. And I was like, what do you mean I'm trending on Bleacher Report? He's like, dude, you're all over you don't have the app? I was like, no. How is that? I don't have the app. I don't have the Bleacher Report app. No offense to Bleacher Report. And so I don't have the app. I don't know what's going on. And so he's like, dude, you're trending on Bleacher Report. And then he's like, here, he took a screenshot. I was like, oh, huh, that's interesting. He's like, do you work for Bleacher Report? I was like, no, I don't work for Bleacher Report. He's like, I was like, you always know I've been independent. And I do, if I did work for Bleacher Report, it would be as a freelancer, right? Or independent contractor, as we would call it. So I would just do like work here and there for them. But no. And then he's like, oh, I'm pretty sure you're going to get picked up by somebody. I was like, there's been a few offers already. And I just got another offer today. And I'm not sure what's going to happen because at the end of the day, it's like this. Like I was explaining to him, it's like buying a stock at its low. Like right now, you're going to get me now. But like the end goal is like, I know where it's going. So like, I don't want to make a commitment now and then lose out on the gains in between. So I'm gonna take the wait and see approach, and if there's an offer that comes or it's fair, then I'm gonna jump on it. So we're gonna see how this one plays out, but it's really interesting because at the end of the day, I don't know where this is going. I just know it's going. But thank you so much, Daniel. Okay, appreciate it. He says that's how I found out about you, Bleacher Report. See, there you go, Bleacher Report. Maybe I should just be working for Bleacher Report again, like old times when I covered the Niners. Why not? No, I like, to be honest with you, I like being independent though. I love being independent because it's different. It's just different. Not better, not worse. It's just different. All right. But I wouldn't mind working for somebody. Don't get me wrong. Like, shoot, if you're going to pay me, I'll work for anybody. Christopher Slaughter says, out of work right now, so I can't contribute, but I did give the thumbs up and found you recently and love the content. You'll see there's only one nation, Raider Nation. I'll do what I can for you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And like I said, yeah, dude, like a thumbs up, that's good enough for me. A thumbs up and sharing all our content. And that's how we're going to grow the channel, right? Think about it. You share this on Facebook, it's going to go viral. How many people watch this, right? And over time, it's going to go viral. Because if you like it, odds are someone in your family who's a Raider fan is going to like it, or a friend or family member is going to like it. And then they retweet it and then, or share it on their Facebook. And then someone else, which by the way, we do have a Facebook page because some of you guys are asking, I can't find you on Facebook because I have like 8 pages. Have one for bodybuilding, have one for football, have one for fitness, have one for insurance when I was an insurance agent. That's 4. Have my basketball blogs. So people are wondering where you can find the Raider one. So I'm just going to put it easy for you. So it's called Dark Side of BEASTwriter, DOB. Just like the logo, just type in Dark Side of BEASTwriter. We have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. The Facebook group, I'm going to have to add you in, which I will. But the Facebook page is public. So you guys can add us in on Facebook group and the Facebook page. Add yourselves in. I'll go ahead and add you guys to the Facebook group. I have to approve it, but the page is just a regular Facebook page. You like it and you follow it, you're good to go. Daniel Kim says, nah, man, don't be tied to anybody. Be your own brand. Yeah, that's what I like, man. I like doing things my own way. I did it with the Niners independently. I had NinerFans.com and grew that from 0 followers. Just like, I mean, this is like, my family and friends know where they already know I've done it once with the Niners, and they're like, they see where it's going with the Raiders, and they think it's going to be even bigger. And my buddy who worked with the Niners says you're going to be bigger than, which is crazy because we went from 0 fans. I'm telling you, 0 fans on July 22nd, 2012, on Facebook. Or was it July 20th? July 20th, 2012. Get this, July 20th, 2012 is when I started my NinerFans.com fan page. And then Scott Budman and everybody else caught on from NBC Sports Bay Area. And I was named Top Bay Area Blogger, right? And that kind of just blew up back in 2013. And then it went from 0 followers back on July 20th to 2012 to 243,000 people. 243,000 plus, or 230,000 plus. I forgot the number. 235,000 to 40,000 plus. Go look at the number. I haven't looked since, but it's like that. 230, at least 230,000 fans on Facebook. That's just Facebook. That's just the Facebook fan page. That's not including my Facebook group. That's not including the groups that I'm in, which has another 200,000. I mean, you're talking. But then again, you're working 18, 19-hour days. Like, you're literally working 18, 19-hour days. It's not easy. Like, I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, man, we're so – because there's a lot of hard work and sacrifice. Like, I'm on that freaking Airbnb right now, dude, by myself. I had my birthday by myself. My girlfriend's back home, right, in the Bay Area because we're trying to find a house right now, or apartment, I should say. Can't afford a house right now, but we're trying to find an apartment. And so it's a lot of sacrifice. And people think it's easy. It's not easy. It's very difficult. It's not as easy as one would think. Because I see it with other coworkers. Like, there's fans that try to call them, oh, I can do it. It's like, no, you can't. If you would do it, you'd be sitting next to these, XYZ. You'd be sitting here. You'd be sitting here. You'd be watching. You'd be asking the questions here. Like, it's not as easy as people make it out to seem. There's a lot. Everyone puts in the work. I'm not just saying me. I'm saying everyone puts in the work. Every single person puts in that work to get to where they are. Nothing is given. Everything is earned. So to go back to the question on how to get in with the NBA as a reporter or a writer, put in that work above and beyond. Because what you're going to have to do is separate yourself from the rest of the pack. And how you do that is do good work and do the best work, but then keep on that grind. Never be complacent. Like, don't be tracked by dogma, right? Don't be tracked by dogma to where you're allowing other people to dictate how you live your life. It's your life to live, so live it if you want to live it, right? That's how I see it. That's how I live life. Like, look, not everyone's going to like you, so don't try to appease every single person, because you're setting yourself up for failure. Obviously, you want most people to like you, but not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone likes LeBron James. Not everyone likes Kobe Bryant. Let's be honest about that. Rest his soul. Right? Not everybody likes that Mamba mentality, but hey, that's what made Kobe Bryant Kobe Bryant. Who, by the way, I love Kobe Bryant, one of my favorite players of all time. Kevin Lurker said, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. You guys have been awesome on these super chat and super stickers. And then again, like I said, give it a thumbs up. It's gonna help. That helps me more than anything, is that thumbs up. Obviously the super chat and super stickers helps the most, but a thumbs up, a comment, or if you have any questions, I can get back to you guys. That's going to help generate good feedback. And so that way it will help other people possibly that likes the channel or likes related content, and they'll like it. Like I said, man, everyone's on Facebook, even though you may not use Facebook, but depending on the generation that you're in. So like me, right? Like in the 35 to 40 range, we're technically not on Facebook, but we still keep in touch on Facebook simply because of the fact, that's how we keep tabs on people. Just calling it like it is. It's like Facebook is like the accepted way of lurking at people without actually liking their stuff. I am telling you, that's what Facebook is for. Look, you ever have to log into an app, which, by the way, before my girlfriend, I was on all these social dating apps, right? You had Tinder, you had Bumble, you had OkCupid, you had, what else was there out there? What else was on there? The other freaking apps that I was in, 5 different dating apps. Not kidding. And what do you have to log in through? Facebook. How about authenticating yourself on StreamYard through Facebook? So everyone has a Facebook. Everyone and their mama has a Facebook. You may not be on it, but you still have it. And so, yeah, if you share this stuff to your Facebook, because obviously you guys have the app on your phones, obviously, or Twitter, just to retweet the video. That's dope. That helps out a lot. So again, we're just trying to raise the awareness here in the DOB family. And again, all the money that we're getting gets funneled back into you guys. It's just for me to basically, for right now, being able to do what I do, obviously, but then obviously it helps with the maintenance of the channel. Like, for instance, you guys know this Audio Technica microphone, obviously I had to buy it. I had to get this one because the Blue Yeti one crapped out. And so this specific one wasn't tied to the new laptop, which I'm on, that I had to get because my other one crapped out. So all the money gets funneled back into the channel here on YouTube, to where now I can post on Twitter, on YouTube, through StreamYard, which, by the way, I pay for that service for HD quality video. All right. And so it's just a streamlined service. On top of that, what else? And there's so many other things that I have to do as far as upkeep of the channel, and then keeping you guys on top of exactly what's going on. It's very difficult to be on all these different social media platforms all at one time. For instance, as we speak, I'm getting a lot of comments on my Facebook group and my page. I'm looking at my tab right now on Twitter, and I'm way behind on the comments that you guys are and questions that you guys are asking me. But I will do my best to get back to you guys. Let's answer some of your questions. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's a question. Someone's like, do you think Kyle Pekko is going to be starting? Yes, I do. Just joking. I don't know if he is, but he should be starting. He should be starting because during practice and on game days, he is doing everything that the coaches ask of him. And that's cool. But oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, so what? So he does what that's what you're supposed. He's coachable. Okay, cool story. But then doing it to another level, to another degree, like he's dominating the line of scrimmage. He's resetting the freaking line of scrimmage. If you grade every single snap of him during the preseason play, And there was some guy that was, oh, yeah, well, he's not going to be on the team. What are you talking about? Kyle Pekko can, should, and will be on this team. If you get rid of Kyle Pekko, that's like getting rid of, like I said, like a player who's this good depth piece, if anything else. That's his floor. His ceiling is he should be starting, in my opinion, next to Bilal, Nichols, and Andrew Billings at nose tackle in that 34 base. That's just my thing. So Daniel Kim says, just added the Lakers Empire and Dark Side Facebook page and applied for the Dark Side group. All right, that's what's up, man. Hey, you're all over the place, Daniel Kim. I love it. Mariah is on here, said, much love, Beast. Hope Vegas is treating you well, bro. Mariah has been following me on YouTube for quite some time. We've actually followed each other on YouTube. She has her own channel. For any Niner fan that wants to check out, again, another fresh perspective, check out her channel. And she has her own thing going for her as well. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Niner fans, they still love Beast, even though I cover the dark side, man, because we're all about the good vibes only. We're not about the trust. We are not in it for, like, trolling people, but we keep it 100. Don't get me wrong. I keep it 100. You guys all know that. But I'm very fair and honest in my assessment of a player. You have to be fair. If you're not fair, then that's just like, nah, you're just trolling, bro. You're just trying to throw out fishing lines, bro. It ain't gonna work, bro. Sports and Gaming says Hinge. Oh my God. Daniel Kidd says coffee and bagel. Oh, I was on coffee and bagel. I got stories I can tell you. I was catfished on CMB, Coffee Meets Bagel. And I was also catfished on OkCupid. Long story short, I got catfished on both those. Not joking. Not joking. And until this day, I don't even know if I was talking to a guy or a girl. I seriously don't know. And it happened. You watch MTV Catfish, that is the real deal. And the funny thing about this is it's not very funny because it happened to me, but it happens. I'm telling you, this stuff happens, bro. It happens. Totally says you jumped to the Raiders. I did. I joined the dark side, and I'm happy I've done it because the Raider Nation has been showing me nothing but love. Not saying the Niner fans don't show me nothing but love. You guys always show me love. But the Raider Nation here in Vegas and here in the Bay Area, Oakland, Los Angeles, I'll be showing me love. That's 3. As one of my friends, closest friends, What's Up G said, that's 3 counties you're hitting. Bay Area, Oakland, LA, and Vegas, 4. Boom. Chronicles of the Black. Oh, sorry. Molinari Sports and Gaming says, how do you feel about going to a 3-4 with our I thought you said with our rooster, with our roster? I love it. This is tailor-made for a 34 base defense, and I'll tell you why. And if you're new to following me, I can do this off the top of my head, which I always do anyways. Jayon Brown comes from the Tennessee Titans, 3-4 guy. Bilal Nichols coming for a 34 defense with the Chicago Bears, 3-4 guy. Nose tackle Neil Farrell comes from LSU, who was coached up by my good friend Andre Carter over at LSU, D-line coach, who called him a lighter Vince Wilfork, is a 3-4 guy. Are you guys doing the math on the defensive front 7 players? I can keep going. There is no way this team is not going to play a 34 base defense. Kyle Pekko, tailor-made to be a 3-4 guy. A 2-gap space heater. Jonathan Hankins, 3-4 guy. Just call it how I see it. Andrew Billings, nose tackle, 3-4 guy. I see a 3-4 team. In the base, now we can talk about a 4-2-5 alignment in the nickel. We can talk about 3-3-5 alignment. We can talk about all these different fronts. They can use a bear front because they have Rob Ryan there, who I will definitely break down the bear front. But and I told Coach Graham this, and I had a Freudian slip when the first time I interviewed him. I said, you guys are transitioning to a 34 base. He's like, I never said that. And they said, I have my eye on you. But I wasn't wrong. The last 2 weeks, when they come out in a 34 base, boom. The proof is in the pudding. I like the 34 base defense because that's what they're primed for. Chandler Jones and Max Crosby screaming off the edge in the 2-point stance. Now you can have them in a 3-point stance, but just still a 3-4 base team. Chronicles of the Black Hole says, are we keeping DJ Turner? I hope so. I really do hope they keep DJ Turner, man. I do. I like him. I like his speed. We got a chance to interview him. The guy is good. He's built like a rock. He is really, really built. I actually have him borderline making the team, and in my 53-man roster as of today. As of today, he makes the team. As of today, he makes the team because his versatility in the return game is too much. All right, Christopher Celeste, how are the injuries of the secondary going to affect who is on the cut bubble tonight? That'll be interesting to see. We're going to have to see how that plays out. I'm going to reserve comment on that because I have to see how they play as well. I can't look through the crystal ball that far ahead, although I can try. Law of attraction, my brother. It's part of the Mamba mentality. Great energy attracts great energy. Love it, man. I teach and try to empower and instill great mindsets in my students. Hey, you're a teacher. That is awesome. That is awesome. Where do you teach at? And what subjects do you teach? Mariah 45th says, you're fam first. Plus, you know Vegas is my home, so it's nothing but love. Yeah, I know. We got to get together soon. We got to get together soon, Mariah. I'm telling you. It's going to be off the hook. And then you're going to get all the Niner haters. Oh, why are you hanging out with BEASTwriter? He covers the Niners. He covers the Raiders now. You're a traitor. No, they would never say that. At least the DOB fam and BWF won't do that. All right. So Chronicles of the Black Hole says, I hope we get Turner. I don't want to see Renfro returning kicks or punts. That's a lot of people. I know. I don't want to see Renfro returning punts either. But at the end of the day, he is a damn good punt returner because his lateral agility. He can drop off a dime and then go in the other direction. And I don't care if you're practicing the hunt and gather technique because it ain't going to work against Hunter Renfro because he's just too shifty and he'll make you miss. He'll make you take a bad angle and then go across the grain. All right. So, that being said, Mariah's laughing. Ooh, Daniel Kim says, I teach in Tustin, California. I teach 7th, 8th graders science, robotics, and okay. I know exactly where Tustin, California is because I was going to live in Tustin, California coming out of college. No joke. I know exactly where Tustin, California is. What is the population over there now? Before what? This is how old I am. 2007, the population wasn't that big. So I want to know what the population is now. Tustin, California. Down south. Jason Taylor says, is the game on? It's on at 4 p.m. If you fake a punt, Renfro can go linebacker. That's very true. That is very, very true. And we've been on for an hour already. Hour and 15 minutes. All right, so let me get back to your questions because we do have some questions, and I promised you guys I would go and answer your questions. All right. Omari Warren from Twitter says, Nichols or Pekko at defensive tackle, not defense. Oh, he wanted my explanation on the defensive end versus defensive tackle in the 34 base. Well, technically they're labeled as defensive ends, although one could argue that they play defensive tackle based on the technique or the shade that they play along the line of scrimmage, would be a 3-4-eye, 4-eye, or 4 technique. So whether you're lined up heads up on the tackle, whether you're lined up as a 3-tech between the guard and the tackle, or if you're lined up outside with the inside shade of the helmet of the tackle, that would be considered a 4-eye technique. But all in all, defensive tackle, defensive end, same difference. It's all about the technique that they're playing in the pre-snap split. What are you talking about, man? What's a pre-snap split? Joking. All right, so we got some other questions. Oh, someone asked, say, how do you eat so much food this morning for breakfast? I don't know, dude. I eat a lot. The hostess came up to me. She's like, did you really order all that food? I said, yeah. And I really ate it all. Like I ate all this in one sitting. So this right here, I'm looking at the picture right now. If you're looking at the picture on Twitter that I posted on Twitter on what I ate this morning, I had the steak. Well, I went to scrambled, but I had the steak. What is it called? The steak bowl. It was a steak bowl. It had jalapenos in there, or green peppers, green bell peppers. Had tater tots or some kind of tater potatoes. tater potatoes, New York steak, 6 ounces, had some cheese on there, had 2 eggs over easy, had my coffee, and then I upgraded from toast to a freaking flapjack pancake. And that was meal 1. And people are like, damn, did you go to the bathroom after that? I'm like, no, not yet. I probably will in an hour. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, the game does not start for another 2 hours, but at least I can answer some questions now. Because I'm behind on my questions. Some of you guys asked me for my workouts. All right. So we are going to go ahead and post some things on Facebook as to what's going on, and talk about that. So Rocker Corey says, "Sup, Beast? What's good? What is good? What is good? What is good?" All right. Let's see what we have here. We have Rocker Corey always supports, man. All right, so let's talk about this. This is a topic that I want to talk about. Josh Jacobs versus a veteran offensive line. There's a question that was popped up to me by a fan that says, should we trade Josh Jacobs, or should the Raiders trade Josh Jacobs for a veteran offensive lineman? And I'm like, okay, well, the answer is no. And I say that with conviction because Zeus White is still a rookie. We don't know what we're getting with Zeus White, number one. I like Zeus White. He's going to be one hell of a back. He's going to be a 1,300 yard back. I know it. It's not going to be this year, but it will be next year. Why? Because Josh Jacobs can get the lion's share of the reps. He's going to outplay his way in Vegas because the Raider way or the Patriot way or the winning way is they can find these running backs, which is why they drafted Zeus White in the 4th. Let's not get it twisted. That's why they declined his 5th-year option. So I made it in layman terms to my guy, Daniel Campa, who was a Niner fan over on Instagram. He sent me a DM because apparently his coworker follows me from the Raiders. And then I don't know how I came up in the conversation, but Daniel's like, oh yeah, he's my favorite beat writer. And then his friend who's a Raider fan says, yeah, he's my favorite beat writer. Or one of my favorite reporters, I should say. And then he's like, oh, I have a question about Josh Jacobs. Can you ask him for me? I was like, okay. So he asked the question. And I said, no, I don't think it's going to happen because, one, Josh Jacobs is too valuable, especially if you're trying to win today. And so, yeah, he may not return next year. But again, at what cost do you give up your number one workhorse back this late in the preseason? As opposed to getting a veteran offensive lineman, he still has to know his splits. He still has to know how to teach the techniques that are being taught. The scheme is a lot different. So picking up the playbook, in a sense, is not going to be a seamless transition for a player coming in now as opposed to maybe earlier in camp. So do I think that the Raiders need help along the offensive line? Absolutely. Like, I'm not going to sit here and freaking blow flowers up your butt and say, like, oh, no, everything's good and dandy, dude. Like, yeah, man, go Raiders, man. They're going to be the best team ever. Like, no, the offensive line needs freaking help. Like, duh, I think everybody can see that. But at the end of the day, it's like, at what cost? According to Google, as of 2020, Tustin is at 80, 815, probably more now. My students love that I'm so hardcore about my teams, Raiders, Dodgers, Lakers, and I'm married into a family from the Bay. Are you really? You're married to a family into the Bay? Are they from, like, San Jose, South Bay area? Are they from, like, Contra Costa County? Are they from, where are they from? Probably South Bay or Contra Costa County, if I had to take a guess. I'm going to take a guess and say it's from, it could be Daly City. Andrew Castro says, are the corners just going to play today or just have our starters focus on New England joint practices? Honestly, I'm looking forward to those joint practices, bro. I can't wait to put up these videos, bro. They're going to be fire as heck. You guys know what happened when I put up the joint practices of the 49ers Broncos? You guys remember that? I know all the vantage points of getting, like, those one-on-ones. I'm joking with you guys. They're just videos. Like, we all get the same vantage point. But I'm not. What I'm not joking is I'm really looking forward to it because it's going to be interesting to see how these guys match up. And there's going to be some fights, bro. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a fight. I'm telling you. I already feel it. Trust me. I'm telling you, Max Crosby. It's not going to be Max Crosby. Well, it might be Max Crosby. That guy is a beast. That guy is a beast. That's all I got to say about that. But when it comes to DBs, ooh, I can see Nate Hobbs like. I would start drawing. I can see all of them. They all have a certain swag. Amik Robertson has some swagger. Who else could I see? I'm just saying. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna get in a fight, but I'm saying tempers are definitely gonna fly. I don't know who it's gonna be, but something's gonna happen. Someone's gonna talk ish, and someone's not gonna be like, okay, you want to play that game? Okay, let's go. And then the next play, boom, and then the next play, boom, and then the third play. Oh, I was on the ground, scrum. They're from Fremont, South Bay. There you go. Christopher Slaughter says, I believe I caught you on Sanji's YouTube channel. You know your ish, so I'm going to subscribe. Any chance we see you on the Raiders Report with Mitchell Renz at Chat Sports? I don't know. I don't know who that guy is on Chat Sports. Which, by the way, Chat Sports used to have me when I worked with the Niners. They had me on their. They made my blog, the channel art photo with Michael Crabtree. Got a lot of good stuff from Chat Sports over the years. Early on in the years. Mello says, did I hear right that Jed York was okay with keeping Jim? I did not hear anything about that. That is news to me, Mello. I don't know if that happened. Molinaro Sports and Gaming says, I'm in Contra Costa County. Okay, so you're over by the Contra Costa. That could be Dublin. That could be Hayward. That could be where else? Yeah, Dublin, Hayward, Pleasanton, Walnut Creek. What else is over there? A lot of good places over there. But yeah. Chronicles of the Black Hole says, hell, our kickers got swagger. Yeah, you guys do. That's true. Yo, we got dogs at DB. They're going to be mad words thrown back and forth. People doubting us, and we play with a chip on our shoulder. That's very true. I'm excited for it. I'm just excited for it all, man. I am excited for the season. Hopefully I answered all your questions that you guys want answered. I remember you guys were saying, when am I going to do my next live stream? And I'll be honest with you, again, doing it from Airbnb, I got to be mindful of the other housemates in the house. So usually I would do it later on in the evening, maybe at 6 o'clock. I know I've been doing it a little bit early at Raiders headquarters when I'm there after practice concludes. Then I post up all my videos and then post up my analysis pieces on YouTube in the description box, which takes up a lot of time. Again, I'm the photographer, I'm the editor, I'm the lighting guy, I'm the news and analysis guy, I'm the reporter. So thank you guys for bearing with me on this live stream today. I'm going to go ahead and step out. I got to get something to eat before the game starts at 4. Not 1, at 4. And also got to fill out some of these applications so I can get an apartment. And hopefully I won't be at Airbnb for much longer. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel and for liking the channel too. And if you're not watching this live after it concludes, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and like the video. And again, the best thing you can do is share the video, like share the content. Each and every one of my videos that I post from practice, share it. Also, if someone's, by the way, I've been noticing people been posting my videos and passing it on as their own. You shouldn't do that. That is called plagiarism. And if you do it, you got to give me credit. Please. Please give me credit. Please give me credit. But anyways, that's all I have to say about that. So, and that's just not for me. I've seen it with other people that I work with, and you guys are stealing their video. That's not cool. That's like the Dikembe Mutombo. Not in our house. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to top out, get some food because your boy is hungry. I got to feed the games and then cover the game. I'll be tweeting some live stuff as the game unfolds, so be sure to follow me on Twitter. Be sure to follow me on YouTube. Be sure to follow me on Facebook as we keep things hot all day, every day. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day. BEASTwriter out.